Hello and welcome back to the Sheffield SWFC Career mode here on Dexterity Box. I need a striker in this career, so I think a lot of this focus is going to be looking for a striker today as we start the season and kick off, because in that last episode, go watch it if you haven't, I'll give you 2 seconds just in case you haven't. We played Reading and drew 1-1. I lacked a clinical finish there. We need somebody who can unlock that. We've got Bataka on the right now. We need him to be able to combine with somebody other than Forestieri in those front two and hopefully score us a few more goals. So, excuse me whilst I go in and look for strikers everywhere and try and get someone decent for this career mode. Okay, so some scout reports have been sent off. We will see what happens when they come back. For now, we've just kind of got to get on with it and hopefully we get something decent back before we get too far into this season. Now, a signing I'd personally like to make is Nikita, because I've used him on FIFA before and he's kind of an all-rounder, so he is somebody who is going to go on there for me if I can get him on a decent enough deal. Now, I've just approached to loan Nikita. If we can loan him, that would be decent, because we can't really afford to spend the 6 million he's going to cost, 5-6 million. But if we can get him on a year's loan, that would be decent. Do 60-40, that's a lot for us. We want to bring that down. Can we do it the other way? Cool, so we've done it 40-60, which means we're still going to pay 10 grand in wages. But he will be a good one. And I will develop him with a thought that maybe we will sign him one day. We'll have a look at it. Okay, so we've got a press conference before the Barnsley match we're going to go into and have a chat with. Oh, I need to... I might change this hair soon. It's offending me every time I look at it. They're already talking to me about being off track. We've had one match. Now, this may shock you, but the Barnsley match isn't a big match for me. So I'm going to sim it. I want to get a little bit further on in this transfer window, and I'm not going to play this Barnsley match. I'm going to rely on the simulation system to do me a solid and not screw me over. Thankfully, it does. Luongo gets a red card, though. Forestieri gets a goal for us. Luongo with the red card is going to affect us, though. So we'll have to see what we can do there. We have loaned Nikita in as well. That is a big deal indeed, because he's going to go up front with Forestieri. Now, this is looking tastier than it did. Much tastier. Still want to make a few signings, but we're getting there. I'll actually sell Fletcher as well now. I'm sorry. I love him in real life, but what is FIFA doing? I'd also like to sell Rhodes if we can, please. I can't believe I'm saying that, but he's been ruined. I'm going to set up a B team for these cup matches. It's going to be more of a standard 4-4-2. I'm going to keep Bannon in them, though. So I'm going to keep Bannon, Kipre. Oh, Kipre. This is going to be another naming thing. I am awful with this stuff. Wigan fans, have I got any on here? I might have some from the Championship. What's the pronunciation? Help. But yeah, we're going to rock Dawson in net. That's a decent run up there. Windass and Fletcher up top. Reach on the wing. So Reach is staying in there, but he's going as more of a winger. And then we bring fullbacks in. Just gives us more of a rotation. Means that when we get into the later stages, the squad's not knackered when I'm actually doing stuff. Okay, so there's a player here called Zardes. He plays for Columbus Crew in the MLS. I've gone for MLS players because they are at championship level, that sort of thing. So we've got an option of signing him here. His acceleration's 80, sprint speed 87. Stamina's 88, which means he'll go all day. His strength is 76. His finishing 71, so it's not the worst we've got. And his shot power's decent as well. He's not amazing on the ball. Doesn't necessarily have to be. He'd be about 3.5 million. That's the only issue. Could we bring Greenwood in on loan? Could we convince Man United to let him go on loan? No. That's realistic. Fair enough. Zardes is one I'm going to keep an eye on, because we might bring him in. I just don't have a backup if one of our strikers goes down. So I'd actually want Forestieri to become the backup, or drop him further back into the pitch. Ideally, actually, I'd put him on the left. We could drop Forestieri to the left instead of Harris, and that would be a decent shout. Oops, I've accidentally put my first team out in the cup. And he only won 2-1. Oh well. I'm sure my B team will get a go one day. 1.2 million for Rhodes. You know what? At this stage, I'll take that. Okay, so we've got a match against Millwall. Let's play it. I think I'm going to skip the Luton match. So I want to play the Millwall one, and I'll play the Preston one. So there's going to be a few matches in this episode, which is always good. I'm going to put them in yellow. Maybe I'm getting old, but my eyes just can't. It's this screen, to be fair. FIFA doesn't tend to balance the colours too well anymore. So you put kits that are even blocked. If they're remotely tonally similar, it's very difficult on the TV to see the difference sometimes with all the light patterns they put on. Right, so we've got Nikita in this side now. Hopefully, he will be the difference for us. Got Hutch in as well because I've left him in after his match in the cup. We've kept Hutch in because he's got the leadership as well. Oh, they go for a screamer from outside the box. It whizzes over the post. I've just passed it straight to them because Westwood's in yellow and they're in yellow and it threw me off. Why would we be in yellow? Get it out. That's not out. That's out. There we go. Reach. Go. What? Eorfa's dispossessed and they score again. Eorfa has cost us 2 goals in 2 games. He just gets dispossessed so easily. Look at this. Pathetic. Bataka, though, can he do something for us here? People are running in the box. He's going to chip it in. Nikita can't get on the end of it. And nobody else has got the speed to get back up there. Oh, I don't like that. The whipping the crosses in and our defence is just not there. I think I need to set up alternate tactics. I keep forgetting to do that because it's a new career. No, look, the floater crosses again. Is that... He's offside. Okay, cool. No! This is not good. The 3 at the back's not working at the minute, boys and girls. We're finding some kinks with the system. Reach. Come on, lad. Pass it in. Forestieri slips it through to Hutchinson. Hutchinson cannot score, and it is not going to land well there. Bannon's on it, though, at the edge of the box. Oh, they can just destroy through. Yet when I try and do that, Eorfa loses the ball. 2-0 down at half-time, mate. What is going on? I've got to change. I think I'm going to have to change this formation off because I'm not playing well with it. I thought it was best for the team, but maybe not. Too many defensive frailties. I don't need 3 average midfielders in there, though. Sorry, Bannon, you're not average. But I don't need 3 midfielders in there when they're not. I'm not playing through the middle, so... Yeah, that makes sense, actually. For God's sake, they split us apart again. Ah! Too much space. Too much. Bataka, come on. This is falling. I remember why I stopped doing these. Forestieri, come on. There's space there for Bannon, but there's nobody at the end of it, and it was a perfect ball. They're doing me, mate. They're actually just doing me. Look, at least Westwood got it that time. No, I literally... That is what's meant to happen when you press triangle. I pressed square. Cross. Which has always been X to me, but apparently it's a cross. Reach. Reach, hit one. And Reach skies it. Of course he does. Of course he does. It's just been that kind of day. I'm just angry tackling now. There's nothing I can really do. I'm gonna change the formation. See if we hold on a little bit better. Harris. Come on, Harris. Down the wing, lad. Not into the opposition. Rookie error. You see, the thing is, you can't actually... With lower end teams, it just feels everything's so much slower and it's not as fun gameplay. I really wish they'd do something about this on FIFA. It seems like they've got no way of making it different apart from just making the whole thing slower. And in truth, the championship's not slower. That was appalling. I need to get into the tactics and sort that out. That was actually shocking. You see, the thing is, you can't swear at the players and stuff without them going unhappy. Like, that. There's no variance in this post-match interview stuff. It's all about they're either happy or they're not happy. You always know that you can't shout at them without the morale dropping. But that's not what happens in real life or in Football Manager. I like wing play, so 4-2-4 is where it's going to be at. I'm going to put Iorfa out as a right back now. And what that generally means is we're in the market for a left back now. We need a left back. We're also going to set up the D-pad assignments, the game plans, because it's all set to 4-3-3. I wish you could do this en masse, but you can't. There should just be a copy button, but there's not. Offers coming in for Nuiu. He's worth more than that. All my scout reports coming back are pretty crap, to be honest. This guy's a free kick specialist. I'm going to sim the match against Luton just because we should be winning this. And we do win this. Goals for Nikita and Bataka. Keeps us going a little bit more and we can get more out of this episode today. Rhodes has sold for 1.2 million, giving us 800,000. Windass is not happy that I didn't play him, but I'm not going to play him when he was dog crap when I played him. Do you know, I will sell Reach if I can get 4 million for him, because I'll use the money well. I will look at this Knoll guy, though, because he could be a better option than Hutchinson or Luongo, in fairness, and he's got that free kick specialism. Okay, let's try and do a little bit better against Preston than we just did against Millwall. Jesus Christ. Bataka's good at tracking back. That's the thing about him being a right midfielder and a right back as well. He can get back and his work rate's quite high. Because look at him now, he's on it again. Go for it, lad. Go on. This guy could be the saviour of our season, to be honest. Slips the ball through. Nikita! Nikita hits the post. He's still on. Gets it. I thought he'd screwed it up then, but Nikita gets a goal on the 10 minutes for Wednesday. Yes, boys. Plays the ball through. I played it. I thought, how can he miss that? And he hits the post. He's so lucky the Preston keeper did not just jump on it there. Gets it in. This formation's already feeling better. We're getting there. Bataka's on it again. He's on it again. I'm going to let him go for it this time. Smash it. He gets brought down in the box, though. Well, he might have fallen down. But he goes for that. I swear something... Oh, it's so close. So close. Me and my tan suit. I'm not happy. Nikita, we've played it again here. Can he pass it through? He can to Forestieri. Is that onside? I think it is. He kept him in line with him. It is 2-0. This is what I wanted. This is why I signed these players. Just had the wrong formation. Thought it'd happen. I don't know why it's changed the speed so quickly from having that 3 at the back formation. Everything was really slow. I think it must have been the internals of the way it actually plays. The formations actually affect the work rates and stuff. So we're just getting up the pitch a lot more now. And this is how I want to play. Bannon plays the ball through to Nikita. Nikita's going to knock it on, but I've knocked it the wrong way. That is my fault. Bannon's got it. He was running with it. He's taking it through the midfield. He keeps hold of it. Then, for some reason, just watches it as it goes to the side. I wasn't really commentating then, but they came close to actually getting one back. We've got to still be on it. This is still on a harder difficulty than I've ever done a career mode on before. Half-time, 2-0 lead. We've just got to keep hold of it now. We've got to keep doing what we're doing. We're doing well so far. Just got to keep it going throughout this half. I'm going to bring Hutchinson off after a little while. I don't need him getting a second yellow this half. They are running at us straight away, so they've shown their intent for the second half. But Bataka's got it again down this right. He is an absolute beast. What a signing he has been. Plays it through. Can't keep hold of it, though. I did run it a little bit too far. Hutchinson! It's not the place to give the ball away. Forestieri. That is a through ball and half from the defence there. They've left a few men in, but there's not many options. I could have just hit it, but that was never going through. I might waste this if I'm not careful. Nikita was trying to get him to finesse a shot there. Couldn't get to it. Going to make a substitution now, though. I'm going to bring Hutchinson off before he ends up getting sent off. Oh, I didn't put Luongo on the bench. It means Pelopes is coming on. Can Hutchinson make something before he goes, though? And Forestieri is going off as well. So can he get something going here before he gets off the pitch. Nikita, he spins it, but he should have hit it first time, really, rather than trying to spin it. I don't think he knows what's going on here. Pulls it across. Should have just angled that a little bit better there. They've got a free kick here, and I've already jumped the wall. Not a good... What is that? And I should have... I pressed the wrong button instead of clearing it. We've got to be careful here. It's still 75 minutes. We might be 2-0 up, but I'm basically not concentrating, which is not a good way to be doing this. No. Pass it back to Westwood, and Westwood yeet it. No! What? I should have seen this coming. That's something else, that is wonderful. I'm pretty sure that came off his arm. Right, okay. I'll keep it here, thanks. This is my ball. Need this win. Oh, mate. That's not good. Just one of us get on it. There we go, I'll take that. And he's called it. Holding on a little bit at the end there, but that is a 2-1 win against Preston away from home. I'll take it. I don't know what our conceding goal was. That was some crazy, crazy stuff. Right, post-match interview. Let's crack on. I've just realised my character looks like Jay from The In-Betweeners if he dyed his hair pink. I'll accept 5'10" for New You, even though I rejected 5'80". It's been a long day, and I'm inside. Right, we've got a match against Leicester in the Cup. We're kind of going to have to put our best team out. We've got no other choice if we want to stay in the Cup. So let's give it a go. I'm not holding my hopes out for this match because Leicester have put a pretty strong side out. Actually, they've pretty much put their first team out. So there's that. And that's hit the bar straight off. That's going in. No, it's not. This is going to be a brutal few minutes. 1-0. I might end up forfeiting this if it ends up being a bit of a nightmare. Okay, so you are aware we are dropping to audio only just for the rest of this episode up until the end bit because I'm doing a few videos today and my camera died and I can't really afford to spend half my day sorting all the batteries out. So we're just going to carry on with this way instead. That's the one thing about getting a different setup. Every time it changes. And then I'm like, oh, I can do some bulk record, get a few episodes out in a good, timely manner. And then I get a thing saying I've got 7 minutes of battery left. And I'm like, are you serious? This is how long these take. I've been recording for about... Well, the first episode was a good 2.5 hours record. And then this one's coming up to 2 hours now. It's quite a time to come into it because you've got to do all the transfers and stuff off camera. So when you guys are like, where are they? I'm like, you do realise they take my life and then I've got to edit them and I'm having a moment. Can we score here? No, we can't. It's quite intense, this. They've been kind of playing me off the park. We've had one shot, but can we do something from this? Come on, lad. They are very fast at getting back. But Forestieri might just be able to do something here. Forestieri equalises for us. That is ridiculous. Yes, lad. It was on. He misses with the defensive tackle there, and Forestieri just absolutely smashes that. The venom on that shot is ridiculous. 1-0. We might actually get something from this. Nikita plays it through. Passes it back in, but I did think he might just be offside there, unfortunately. Harris is running down. Pulls it back to Bannon. Bannon passes it through. Forestieri can't hold it up, and he can't even keep on it. Man, that is weak. That's going in. Too much venom on it. I knew I could see it a mile off. Forestieri plays it through to Nikita. Nikita's bullied off the ball. Apparently, Robertson's gone to Real Madrid. Okay. Can we be better at defending corners now, please? They brought Maddison on just to finish us off. Wonderful. Switch to the right player. First time I've said that this career mode. Wasn't to be. They did deserve that win, to be fair, but I thought we might have snatched it when Forestieri scored a screamer. Our cup run in the League Cup ends there this season, unfortunately. Final scout reports come back on De Silva for Bristol. He would actually be someone I would want at left back. Pacey, and he's got the quality we need. He's 70 overall. I'm going to try and get him, I think. We'll have a look on transfer deadline day. Brugge have agreed to pay over 4 million for Reach, and I think for that money I'm just going to say yes, because I'm not going to use him. His wage is quite high. We can bring in a left back. I've got no real use for him in the side the way I want to play. So, yes, it's not popular amongst Wednesday fans, but I'm going to get rid of Reach. Skov is another one that I'm going to have a look at. He's not as fast, but he's got the free kick specialism. Celtic want to buy Lees. If we can get a little bit more for him, that'd be great. So I can get into the transfer deadline day shenanigans. I'm going to sim this match against QPR. Hopefully we have a good result from it. I just want to get into looking at how we're going to strengthen this team ready for the next episode. And it's a 3-0 win. As I said, I only sim matches that I am pretty sure are going to be a win on this game, that I know I'd win if I played. I try and play as many as possible, but when I want to get through, I don't want us to be in the Championship forever. I want us to be able to play through, but I want to do it realistically, so there is going to be some simming in here, but it is going to be much more of a traditional career mode than I've done recently. So it's transfer deadline day, and we've got money. We've got nearly 8 million. Again, because we're selling players. So let's see what happens. But we could do with bringing in a couple of new faces today. Right, we've got 3 million from the Reach sale. 325k from the New EU sale. They only want to pay 2 million for Tom Lees. I'm sure if we negotiate, we can get that up to 2.2. Thought we could. That's his value. I'll take that. Now we're sitting on an 11 million. Now I can have some fun. Okay, so this Jacobs I wanted, they'll actually loan him out. They won't sell him right now, but they'll put him out on a loan. So he would be a good one we could bring in because he's left back and left midfield. So if we can bring him in for a year and then look at buying him, that'd be great. And they'll split it 40-60 with us, which is what we want. I'm going to go in for this Knoll because he's got the free kick specialism, which I like, and he's another option to... Well, we've got Sam Hutchinson at the minute, haven't we? So this would be a better option, I think, there. We've obviously got Luongo, but I think this is the route I'd prefer to go. So much pink in that room right now. Will they take 1.7 for him? He is aging. They want 2 million. Means we can probably get him for less than 2 million, which I didn't think we were going to be able to. 1.9, wonderful. We'll take him on a 3-year deal just to give him some longevity because he's obviously going to have to move country. He's already on quite a pretty penny. I don't really want to pay him a lot of money. He wants 11.5. I'll do 11 and take away the bonus. Once that 11.5, I can do that. That's fine. It's a slight pay rise and a bonus for signing. Okay, so De Silva can't move because he's one of those recently joined ones, which is quite annoying. And they won't sell him, so hopefully we can get that lad in on loan because he can play left back as well. I think the marquee signing I want to make is this Jata guy because his potential looks ridiculous. Like, he's 21, he's got great sprint speed and acceleration. We can work on his finishing, even though it's at 71 already. He is a striker, and we can put Forestieri out to the left. So I'm going to try and get him for a decent price. Because we've got some money. We've sold Reach. We can bring in some quality now. Let's just go for a straight 3 million. What do you say? Oh, they don't want as much as I thought they were going to want for him. This is perfect. I'll give you the money. I'll give you 3,250, but I don't want the sell-on clause. Oh, you really want a sell-on clause there. He could make us quite a lot of money in future. I don't want a sell-on clause on there. Let's... 3.6. Gonna take some time. It's transfer deadline day, mate. I ain't got time. Okay, so Jacobs has rejected the loan move. They accept the offer for Jata, though, so that's a good start there. This could be a quality signing, this. Will he want crucial? Because I just want to offer an important. Perfect, because I don't want any divas at this club. 4-year deal for a 21-year-old is fine. Wow, he's actually asked for something decent as well. We'll remove the goal bonus and I'll give you 12 grand a week. That's fine. Wonderful. That's a great signing. Well happy with that one. Okay, I'm going to hunt for a left back. I'm probably going to have to do it without the scouting system to help me, and I'm going to have to use my own knowledge as a manager. So we'll just give it our best shot. Okay, for this season, I'm going to bring in a lone left back, I think. I know this Winjal is pretty good to start, so if we can bring in a left back just for a year, it might be decent. Hi, Jose. Splitting the wage 40-60. Hopefully he accepts this, otherwise I'm going to have to resort to another plan, which is not a fun one. Yep, but we're loaning him from Spurs. What? Okay, we're in trouble now because Haps was another one that I've signed another career mode, but they're all moving. I'm in trouble. Hey, Jamal Lewis, I've got no idea what he's actually worth, but I've used him in a career mode before. I can't even remember what I bought him for, but I know his potential's not too bad. I'm at the desperate point of offering like 4 million for him now, so can we do something there? They want 6. We are looking at players we can build here as well. They want 20% as well. That's ridiculous. I'll give you a 20% sell on if you'll take 4.5. You can have 10% of his sell on if you give him me for 5 million. That's ridiculous. I'll agree to the 5.3, but I'm not paying that. They're taking some time. We need a left back. Come on, guys. Time is running out. Oh, now they want 6.8 million. This is ridiculous. 5.3, 15%. Right. Okay. That's a hefty price, but I know his potential is ridiculous on this because I've used him before. And we need a left back. We've just got rid of Reach, which means we're spending a little bit more. But it could come good for us, especially in the style we're playing now. 15 grand a week. Give him 300 grand to sign. Wonderful. You see, that's the thing when you do it blind. I had no idea. 73 overall, though. It's worth it. It is worth it for right now because the situation we're in, we needed somebody that could go at left back that was of a quality. Now, look at that for a starting lineup. I'm having that. Jata, Forestieri, Nikita, Bataka, Hutchinson and Bannon in the midfield with Luongo being the option. And actually, no, we've just bought somebody else, haven't we? We've got Knoll. So Knoll's going in there. Keeper Ian Bonnet as the centre-back pairing. Lewis at left-back and Westwood in net. That is a decent side. We've managed to do something with it. I think I can play through with that. I'm quite happy with it. Let's see if any deals go on. We sold Tom Lees earlier on. So we have made quite substantial changes to this squad, but it needs it. And we're not selling Forestieri because Forestieri is going to stay as one of the strikers. Coming up to the last hour of transfer deadline day. Anything cracking on? People just want Forestieri. It's not going to happen. We need to keep hold of him for the season. Bourne has bruised elbow. First of the month. They've had this for so many FIFAs. You get an injury on the first of the month. It's ridiculous. So after the second episode, we have transformed the team quite a bit. We are third in the league with 13 points after 6 matches. That is not a bad start to this Wednesday career mode. Let me know what kind of players you'd like to see in this career mode going forward. Obviously, we've just got past the transfer window, but I'll be looking at your comments, having a bit of a discussion with you guys. But for now, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all those things, and keep watching right here on Dexterity Box.